Early in the morning of December 23, 1998, I dreamed of a large, dark, cave-like structure, but it was not a cave. It was like a restaurant with lots of large beams overhead. I was like a waiter serving tables. I had just finished serving at one table when I had to go serve in another area. I had to get on a high-tech disc-type elevator that was completely opened. It was somewhat uncomfortable for me to ride on. I was then trying to get organized. Something had been wrong with the menu, and I noticed that the plates and menu were attached somehow. Suddenly, the dinner was called off. I had to go down the strange open elevator, which dropped very fast. Then I was walking with some others that I did not recognize. Next, I was outside the restaurant, which was a strange multi-beam type structure. The woman manager of the restaurant was making or having made large symbols out of wood-like material to display around the restaurant. Then I was some distance from the restaurant, which was actually like an extremely tall, dull metal tower. Behind the restaurant tower was an immense and high black mountain. I was walking with my wife. There were some smaller people nearby. They seemed like 3 certain family members. We were walking in a carnival-like place where they sell junk toys and trinkets, have games of skill or chance, and provide entertainment. We looked at the tower in the distance against the sky and the huge mountain. Then we saw the extra-large kites were raised above the tower. They seemed like kites, with the cross not being the most prominent. They rotated around the tower in the light wind. Then the wind began to blow harder, and the kites began to rotate faster. The sky was getting darker, beginning over the mountain and approaching the tower. As the wind began to become very strong, the tower started twisting in the direction of the kite's rotation. I realized that the tower was going to fall. I felt a strong urge to run. As I was going away, part of the tower broke off, or the whole tower began falling. As the tower crashed near us, a roller coaster type car shot out of the end of the tower, just missing us. My wife was stunned with fear and also had lost her purse in the confusion. I looked at the tower now on its side near us and saw another roller coaster car exposed in the wreckage. There were lots of small people in or getting out of the car. I awoke and began remembering the dream. Then I began explaining and interpreting it to my wife. I was impressed that the tower somehow represented the church. The size of the people represented their faith. Although there were several large symbols connected with the tower, I was impressed that the cross was not the first and foremost. What do I think? This structure is some kind of universal church, but typified by the American church, eventually becoming a confused mix of many other philosophies and religions that we all are or were part of at some point in life. But although we have served in it, there will come a time to get out of it. The dinner represented the traditional church service, which was called off or stopped. Yet many people with a small faith will choose not or be fearful of leaving this united religious expression. The roller coaster cars are like congregations in for a wild ride. The menus had various religious symbols and words. These menus were also plates that could supposedly hold spiritual and or worldly foods. However, something was wrong with them, such as containing some kind of strange mixture or imitations to pick and choose as desired. This religious structure will reach its ultimate end of perhaps becoming compromising, uniting, ultra-tolerant, and liberal. It seemed to be in our time because I saw certain family members, one of which is now 83 in 2013, and because another significant person was not there who had died just 5 years ago. My wife's purse, I think, refers to difficult financial times ahead. The dark mountain seems to me to represent some kind of overpowering world government. The storm is various troubles coming that no one or human system can stop, but is actually focused by the mountain. The carnival is all the things, pleasures, and adventures that the secular world has to offer. This dream reminds me of Revelation chapters 17 and 18. I think that we will see and experience some or all of these events as they happen. After all is said and done, may our God help us to boast only in the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ.